Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from MyWienerYourMouth.com.
Together, the three of us, we are Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club and MyWienerYourMouth.com. Welcome back once again. Good morning. Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I'm still bleeding.
Yeah.
We're going to continue on. I'm sharing
A journey of 1Q.
I'm sharing my bounty with Boy, and we're continuing to smoke through the many faces of 1Q. This is a sample pack that I got from pipesandcigars.com, and these are tobaccos that are similar to, maybe inspired by Lane 1Q. Today we are smoking what, Boy?
McClelland Avenue Blend.
He did that on purpose.
Blend TQ.
McClelland, what?
Avenue Blend
Avenue Blend.
TQ. What's that? It says TQ.
Okay. Whatever. We'll put a link below. You should try this sample. If you like 1Q, you should try this.
If you like 1Q, you like TQ.
Give me that. TQ.
Thank you.
No, TQ. I think I'm going to smoke... Oh, I know what I'm going to smoke. I'm going to smoke this well-worn. This is a Magna Cob, and it's a straight... Look at this. Look how it's swollen here. Country Gentleman. I love that stem has gotten nice and dark. That is... Somebody asked me today on Instagram about one I have like this, and what kind of stem do you have on that?
What kind of stem do you have on that?
It's the standard Diplomat stem that is the amber color, and the more you smoke it, the more turquoise it gets, the more amber it gets. I love it. I love the looks of it. Here's a brand new one if you wanted to compare it to a brand new one.
Like this?
That's not exactly new, but it's close. Okay.
Close enough to compare?
I don't know if they can see it, but yeah. All right, what was I going to say?
Is there any way that you can...
I know what I was going to talk about. I kind of teased this last week. Exciting moment for us. We are mere moments away from 1,000 subscribers here on the Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club channel. And as most people do, to celebrate hitting milestones in subscribers, we're going to have a giveaway. And that giveaway will go to one of our subscribers, which will be chosen at random. And they're going to get the many faces of 1Q. I'll place an order for the winner and send it directly to them.
Cool.
So they too can enjoy the experience that we've been having.
Awesome.
What do you think of that? Hopefully it's not somebody who doesn't smoke aromatics.
Yeah. But if it is,
they can share it.
Then they can
give it away for one of their subscriber contests.
That's how this whole thing works, right?
It kind of is. There's really only like 10 tins of tobacco in the entire world, and everybody just shares them.
I know that's not true. So,
because Mike Miller has all of it.
So I've got a real quick ISYS. I'm gonna show you something.
When you started calling these ISISes, you were the only it caught on. Yeah,
did it?
Kind of did.
That's right, it did.
In the Middle East.
ISIS. I'm gonna show you something. So this is my Van Quest that I always call Maxpedition because that's the other brand that I forget that I didn't buy. This is a handy dandy travel pack. I've got hard drives in here. I've got Google Chrome and some cables and cords in here. Like here's a backup batteries I usually carry. Here's a multi USB port just in case I need it. I bought something up in Paducah, Kentucky the other week, and was just shocked. I bought several of them because it was at Lowe's, and as you do, was wandering around, had certain things that I needed to buy, but found myself looking at some of the screwdrivers, in particular some of the security screwdrivers, because I have misplaced my security screwdriver set. I'm really upset about it because it was a really great set for carrying in my bag.
It looked just like the one I have that I got from Harbor Freight. Only yours was better, I think.
Probably.
Where did you get yours?
I think I got mine at Radio Shack. So I paid too much for it.
It's a better quality than mine.
I paid too much for it, but it was a really good quality, really good size, compact, and had every bit that I really need for doing computer work, doing any sort of small electronic work. So wandering around, and I stumbled upon a kit being sold at Lowe's. So it's a Cobalt kit. Comes with this handle. It is a ratcheting handle, so you can change the direction there. It has a extension for it, which is really great if you need to get into computers or somewhere deep and need an extra reach. And then it came with, if I can get them out of my bag, it came with a whole bunch of tips.
And are these security tips?
Some of them are. So it's got standard Phillips, it's got flathead tips on this stick. Over here, it's got several Torx bits, really small Torx bits. It's got some hex bits, and it also has a couple, 2 of the triangular 3. What is it called?
The McDonald's Happy Meal shake.
Yes, those security bits.
And as a dad with young kids with toys, it's a handy one to have.
Yes. So what would you pay for a 32-piece kit like this?
$4.95.
Would you? You would overpay, sir.
What?
Less than $4.
Wow. Okay. The only reason I said that was that kit was $10 at Christmas time, and right after Christmas, I saw them on sale for $5.
Yeah. So, and something I've done with my other, because I bought a couple of them.
Hollow handle.
It's a hollow handle. So you can fit just over half of these into the handle and have it as a travel kit. But since I'm carrying this one in my bag, I figure I might as well carry everything with it. And that way I've got...
That's that same family of screwdrivers that I bought for me and a friend.
Yeah.
That are the dual direction. You hold on to this ring right here, and it goes the same direction no matter which way you turn your wrist. Right. So right now it's going counterclockwise, even though I'm turning my wrist both directions. So it's twice as fast.
Yeah.
Handy.
The smaller version of this is about the same size.
You stole a small one from
me. You gave me one. Is about
so you remember anyway, huh?
It's almost the exact same size as that one. That one does not do the ratcheting. The smaller version of it, this one's really smooth. The smaller version is really tight on the reverse direction. Whichever way you're going, when you're going against the direction, the gears in there want to bind up pretty bad. So it kind of grinds every half turn. But for $4, it was like $3.75.
Was it on clearance, or was it in their regular combo toolkit?
It was on clearance. It was in the normal section, so it wasn't on an end cap or anything. And they had several other kits that were pretty reasonably priced, $8, $9, that I very nearly bought, and I saw this hanging there and bought up. And we ended up, I was with Waffle, we ended up buying three packs between us. So
cool, good deal.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a Yabo. And this Yabo has been sitting down here for about 2 months.
That's how you know it's a good Yabo.
Yeah, I'm really anxious to open it. And that's hard for me. I love to open stuff up when I get it, but I have a few things that I have yet to open. Out in my shop, I've got a fence for a table saw that I intend to mount on my Powermatic 66. It's a Unifence, and I bought that fence years ago. I'm shocked I haven't opened it yet, but it's just going to take time I don't have, so I'll get to it eventually. Anyway, when I was visiting several months ago, visiting California, and then got to hang out with Chris Morgan at his shop, he had something that just sort of haunted my dreams after I saw it, and I shot a video on my channel and showed this thing, and finally I contacted Chris and I said, "Where did you get that?" He sent me a link. I went ahead and did some research to see if it was exactly the one I wanted, and I think that it is, so I bought it.
Well,
there it is.
Show us.
I'm going to show you.
Hey, don't cut yourself when you open the box.
I make no guarantees. So here we go. Bought it from Amazon.
And don't cut yourself when you close the
Is there a
knife.
date on this so we can see exactly how long it's been sitting here? February 8th. February 8th.
February 08. It's been a few years.
It's like the fence out there.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Careful. I completely missed the seam. But that knife, boy, it just cut right through it. Didn't
Now, now,
Yeah, what? Liner lock.
tell me what you just accomplished that you couldn't have done with your pocket monkey.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all, except for my pocket money is buried deep in my wallet right
Or
now.
a mostly dull key.
Nothing. Or half the golf tees that are laying here on the table. Okay, hold on. Gotta find the seam in this.
It's another box.
It is. They're punking me. It's a lot smaller than it looks in the box.
Just go Casey Neistat on it.
No, I can't go Casey Neistat on it because you'll see in a moment that would be a huge mistake. There's the bottom. Of course. No, could that be the bottom?
The arrows say up this way.
Okay.
Or you'll break your cup.
I'm bleeding again.
Did you cut yourself a second time?
No, I didn't. What a maroon. All right, here we go. See, it says Fragile.
Must be Italian.
That's American. Here we go. Oh, gosh, I know I'm going to drop this.
Hey!
There we go. So this is our new official 1Q jar to have here in the shop. We will fill that puppy up with 1Q.
Yeah, hold that.
And it will have its home right here in the shop. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So it's got a sealed lid. You can see on the inside it's got a plastic lid affixed to the stainless steel lid, which I like the color of the stainless steel. It's almost a brushed or a, what is brush? It's almost a gunmetal-ish.
See where this is made?
Hopefully USA.
Lancaster, Ohio.
Yeah, cool.
Did you see where the lid is made?
China?
China!
Yeah.
China. That's alright.
Dry storage only. Okay. So don't put pickles in it is what they're saying.
But you can put cookies.
Yeah. 1Q cookies.
Not Oreos and milk.
So according to Chris, it doesn't hold an entire 5-pound package of 1Q. So either I'll buy 5 pounds and can the other, or I will buy 3 pounds because I can get 1 pound and 3 pound packages from a supplier that I buy from.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably buy 5 pounds again. What am I saying?
That's awesome. So that's the first of many, right?
We're going to start our collection back here.
I'm not suggesting we fill a whole bunch of them with 1Q. Oh, that would be funny.
I like the way you're thinking, son.
You know, for a rainy day.
I like it. So, what else are we going to talk about today, boy? Is that it?
I don't know what else is on the agenda.
Look at that smoke ring just is
Hey,
hovering
yeah.
in space. That's beautiful. I'm going to take a picture of it.
It's
Going away. It's going away. Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh, it's gone.
No, it's
Dang
gone.
it. Make another one.
So I've been watching Scam School videos. I think
Yeah.
we've talked about in the past, and
Yeah.
they have ramped up some of their production on stuff. They've started a new mini series or series on their channel called Modern Day Rogue, which is a tagline from their store, their online store.
Right.
So those of you that don't know, if you haven't heard me talk about Scam School, it's a YouTube channel. You should definitely watch it. They've been around for 8 years, posting videos every single week.
Have they gotten 1,000 subscribers yet?
I think probably yes.
Did they give something away?
I probably
Actually, every time they promote something new, they tend to give a couple of them away. Like the
recently.
ring and-
Yeah, when they started, there wasn't a store associated with it, and they have since opened up a store that has some things that are things that they have featured products on the show. So they might have a pocket monkey, or they sell the utility key. We talked last week. So they sell things that are useful for hacking life, and a lot of the videos So let's back up. Scam School started off as a series of videos on how to basically get free drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
Right. Call it social engineering at the bar and on the street. And so that they teach basically logic puzzles, a lot of the things when it started, or just tricks,
things to do with quarters and stuff.
Right, matchsticks and napkins, and playing tic-tac-toe in such a way that you can never lose, and
stuff to do with empty glasses and.
Right, and so one of the things that I appreciate about what they do is they'll have different types of things that they'll teach you, from basically openers, which are just simple mind puzzles to bring people in, to really complicated things. And they'll talk about, if you want to get free drinks out of the deal, play some openers and get people going, and then throw them a really challenging puzzle, and I'll sell you the answer for a beer, is essentially how it goes. The host, Brian Brushwood, is a comedian and a magician.
He was on Fool Us.
Right. Penn and Teller's Fool Us.
Penn and Teller show.
And so, as the show progressed, they started going into other life hack kind of things. So they talked about bump keys. They've talked about pick locking. They've talked about a lot of picking locks. They've talked about using shims to get out of handcuffs, and what do you do if your hands have been zip tied? How to get out of that? Some of these more life hack kind of things. They have had conversations on the show with professional psychologists, just talking about how to have conversations with people. They've had hypnotists and talking about that. That was real fascinating. There was one with a hypnotist, the guy that was on America's Got Talent, who, if you saw any video of his, you would have seen him hypnotizing Howie Mandel to shake people's hands, believing that they were wearing gloves. This is on last year, yeah. So, Howie Mandel's a germaphobe, and he
kind of popularized the fist bump.
Right, and this guy hypnotized him and got him to shake his hand, and then all of the judges believing that they were all wearing gloves. So it's fascinating. So he was on the show recently, and he talked about the power of suggestion, and talked about how we don't realize how often we are subjected to suggestion. And people think about hypnotism as being some mystical, magical way to force someone to do something that they don't want to do. And he says it doesn't work that way. You are persuading them to do something that they're already open to doing. So he said, for instance, people don't think that when you're greeting somebody and you hold out your hand, that is any way something sneaky. And so with
this is where I thought we were going.
So with suggestion, he shook my hand,
and I shook it,
even though I didn't ask him to. So stuff like that. It's cool stuff. See, he's powerless against me. All right.
Not so powerless, huh?
So, in recent years, they've opened up a store, and some of the things that they started creating, they started actually creating products. My favorite products of theirs are things that, some of my favorite products of theirs are things that remind you of certain scams and what the rules are. So they made a ring called the Rogue's Ring, and it has on it all these hieroglyphic symbols, so it appears.
Laser engraved around it.
Right, but each one ties back to a bar game.
It's a prompt to remind you
of the game, right, and the solution too. So hidden within it is basically what the rules are and what the gimmick is with that game. And inside of the ring is an inner ring that is a shim. They've done the same thing with a wallet. They've got a wallet that has a whole bunch of hieroglyphs on it. The one that I would really like, they've got a box. They make custom cards, and they have a box. It's a puzzle box that you have to get into. And once you get into it, it's got a challenge coin in it. That's a custom-made challenge coin that they've done. If you ever find one of them out in a bar, they'll buy you a drink. If you've got show them your Rogues challenge coin. Turns out, I just discovered that they did a show for National Geographic Channel called Hacking the System. Half-hour show talking about real life hacks, not things you can do with toilet paper, but how to showing you how restaurants manipulate you into spending more money.
I know that one.
Yeah,
I know that one.
Lots of
John
different
Taffer taught me that one.
Which one?
The one where part of it is what you put in a frame to highlight it. Part of it's what you put in bold. But what they'll do is they'll put the steak they want you to buy, which is $38, beneath one that's $50 or some number that is quite a stretch, so that when you look at it, you go, well, I'm not gonna go crazy expensive, but I'll go ahead and buy that smaller one. Well, they had no intention of you buying the porterhouse. They wanted you to buy the T-bone or the prime rib.
Yeah, it's called price conditioning. You're conditioned to see that by comparison to the upper price, the lower price doesn't seem so bad. Even though the lower price might be more than you would be willing to pay under normal circumstances.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We've actually talked about that with some of my technicians, and I've seen training done where you actually take half of a room and give them a prompt. You show them a picture of a steak. It's a nice steak, and tell them, flip this card over. In the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a recommended price range for this steak. And half of the room, unbeknownst to them, has a range that is $25 to $50. The other half of the room has a range that's $80 to $120. And you give the whole room the same instruction. Don't show anyone your answer. Look at the range, and you may choose a price that's below, in between, or above the range that's listed. Very clear on the instructions, and every single time the half of the room with the higher price range is willing to pay more.
So they might say, well, I'd pay 60 instead of 80.
Right. So they may not. Right. So they're going to. Yeah, and it's actually happened where someone after the fact says, well, the most I'd pay for this is $25. Well, why on your sheet did you say you'd be willing to pay $40? Well, I had more time to think about it. Right. So kind of backpedaling. So it's a really good show. It's called Hacking the System. It's on Netflix. Just released on Netflix last week.
Cool.
You should check it out.
This has become the Netflix channel.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
promote it as that though.
Yeah. Be good.
Mark Woodman's Breakfast Flicks.
Yeah. So all of that said, Scam School has started a new segment on their channel called Modern Day Rogue, where they kind of do mini segments on hacking stuff. One of them that I thought was real interesting was Taco Bell. It's called Hacking the Taco Bell Menu. And apparently Taco Bell released an app where you can custom build your meal. And I don't know if that's everywhere or just in LA where they shoot. But you can custom build your meal. And so they showed how you can get the same product by building it from the ground up, paying for everything a la carte,
right,
and end up saving like $4 over a three course meal.
We used to do that when the Quarter Pounder was first introduced. The Quarter Pounder with cheese cost like 20 cents more than the Quarter Pounder, but the cheeseburger cost 10 cents more than a hamburger, but it was the same cheese. And so we would ask for a Quarter Pounder, but we'd like a slice of the hamburger cheese. Mm-hmm. And they finally figured that out, and now there's 2 slices of cheese, or eventually there was 2 slices of cheese on the Quarter Pounder. But in Dayton, there weren't 2 slices of cheese on the Quarter Pounder with cheese, and so we figured out a way around the system.
Really?
Long time ago, yeah. Long time ago.
So
I still have, I'm a collector, I still have a bag that McDonald's mailed to us promoting the brand new quarter pounder. If you bring the bag into McDonald's, that they would put a quarter pounder in it for free.
Yeah.
I still have that bag, and I got it in 6th grade.
Does it work still?
No,
Why not?
I keep bringing it, but it's taped up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's promotional.
Oh, I got you.
Why do I still have that?
No, it's weird. It's real weird.
Yeah, okay, let's move on.
Okay. So one of the other things on Modern Day Rogue was they were talking about burner phones. And
Explain what that is to people who are not familiar.
so a burner phone is typically associated with people that are trying to avoid law detection. So it's a cheap track phone that you buy at Walmart for $10.
It's not registered under your name.
You can buy it with cash at Walmart. You can add minutes to it, still not associated with you. And so, if you were, a drug dealer, it might be the phone that you would want to carry because you can ditch it if you need to, and it can't be traced back to you. And so you can have people call that number, call that line, and get in touch with you that way. So why would anyone need that if for not
a drug dealer or cheating on their wife?
Nefarious purposes? If you ever buy anything off of Craigslist and don't want to list your cell phone number, if you ever have any sort of dealings on the internet where you need to communicate back and forth, that's a good option. If you ever
get a Google number, right?
You can, yeah, that's certainly an option. But even that is going to be associated with an email address.
No, that's true.
And so somebody who's tech savvy might be able to reverse engineer that. You might also need one if you are, let's say you're dating and you're dating people online and you're not sure about somebody. You could start texting back and forth. But then if you need to kind of drop them if things get weird, you can do that. Get rid of the phone. You're out $10 and whatever money you spend on minutes. So they were talking about that, talking about the pros and cons of that.
Phones are only $10.
You can get them dirt cheap, yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, dirt cheap. Some in other countries, a lot of the phones have spots for multiple SIM cards. So you can put multiple SIM cards in your phone.
I've seen people in Europe do that. Swap out the SIM card.
You can either swap it out, or some actually have, you can put 2 SIM cards in there at all times, so people can call either number and you can call out from either number.
Crazy.
So they were talking about this, and the host was saying that he has an app on his phone that he uses for that. So that was what I was going to share. It's called Burner. It's a free app, and you can create a burner phone number for free. You get a certain number of minutes to talk. You get a certain number of minutes to text, and then the number will expire within a week. If you want it to, you can extend it. So he said that he uses it a lot of times where fans will contact him, and they'll somehow contact him directly, and he'll want to maybe text back, but doesn't want to text from his personal number. So he'll use this to text back.
Interesting.
But then he's able to drop it. Like I said, a lot of online dealings. Again, it's a free app. I'm going to call you and see.
I've got a friend in California, and Kramer, you know who you are, who every single time he calls me from a different number. And for a while, I would just add it to his contact.
Yeah.
Constantly calling me from a different number.
Really?
Yeah. How do you do that, Kramer?
So
Burner phones.
You're
going to call me. All right.
First, we'll call your burner. So here's how this works. This is the first time I've actually done this. Oh, and thing about, just like with Google, you can get the number in any area code you want.
Okay.
Any zip code. So here's how this works. First, I'm going to call them, then they're going to call me. No. First, they're going to call me, and then they're going to call you and connect us.
Okay.
So let's see.
Hi, welcome to Burner Phone. My phone is ringing. Is that you already?
Yeah, looks to be.
It didn't call.
390-0736.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, this is Scott. How can I help you?
Hi, Scott. This is somebody that you don't know.
I don't recognize you, so I'm not even going to answer your call.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Okay,
Bye. That's weird.
That is weird.
So you can create, if you want to pay, you can pay to unlock more numbers and more minutes, and you can extend the amount of time or the amount of minutes. So that just uses up 2 of the 20 minutes I get for free. You can also connect it. You can also connect it to things like Dropbox, Evernote, Slack, SoundCloud, so it'll save your messages if you want it to.
Keep talking.
Save the voicemails if you want to. You know how practical this is, I'm not sure. I probably will never use it much at all. But it was something that I thought was nifty, wanted to check it out, and thought it might be worth sharing. Again, in case you find yourself in a situation where you need to make a call or need a number to text somebody with, and you don't want them to have access to your own personal number. This saves you the $10 from going to Walmart. You can get the app, and you can do that. Or it's a great opportunity to screw with people.
Yeah,
which is how I'm likely going to use it. I expect to use my 40 text messing with my friends. Probably waffle.
I'm having a leg cramp or a foot cramp.
Are you? That's terrible.
It's terrible.
Well, you want to wrap it up? Did you have anything worth saying? I didn't have
foot
anything
up.
worth saying.
No,
I haven't had anything worth saying for several minutes.
So for our giveaway for our 1,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
since as of this recording we're not at 1,000,
Yep.
so we'll wait until we hit 1,000.
Yep.
So in the meantime, what say you share us with a friend? Okay, that'll help us get to
There you go.
1,000, and that way we can get the drawing out of the way, and you will be in the drawing by being a subscriber. All right, you don't need to do anything special.
And if we're already at 1,000, share us anyway.
Hey, maybe we'll get to 2,000. We'll give away something else.
What? Help us get to 2,000. You never know how much aromatic tobacco we might send your way.
You never know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching once again. We appreciate you wasting your time with us. We'll see you again next week.
Bye.
Make it a great week.
There you go. Bye.